On an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This third quarter, well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking to really help out my team and break this streak of offense.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Love, they go play action now. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Going back to Gibbs on first down. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. In motion left comes Brown. On third down, here's Gibbs. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll go again with Gibbs. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Rolling to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 44-yard.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Love. Out to the left here to Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off and he's got thrown off? He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Love now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation, because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. And Hurts going to move him around. Straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, and try and get those yards a safer way.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yard. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Slide 2. Ready?
Now a second down throw for Love here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's...
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, that's with a 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeout.